Hey everyone, welcome back to Girl Meets Bitcoin, where we are tracking my progress with Go Mining. I started a couple weeks ago, and I decided last week that I was also going to invest in some Bitcoin just to see how they stack up against each other. Is Go Mining going to outbeat just holding Bitcoin? I don't know at this point. It's only week 3. But I did a lot more this week than I thought I was going to do when I did my review for last week. I said I wasn't going to invest anymore, but I did. I invested quite a bit more, actually, about almost twice my portfolio. I invested again. And I'll explain why I did this. But first of all, let us break down some of the numbers. Okay, so let's look at what happened this week in Go Mining. So you'll remember from week 2, I had a total invested of $416.94. Well, this week I now have $909.56 cents invested. And the reason why is because I bought some Go Mining token. I bought around 1,200 Go Mining token. And I purchased with some of that Go Mining token another miner. I was looking on the marketplace and I saw a pretty good investment for an 11 TH miner. It was like $23.50 per TH, which is a really good price for that. Normally you're paying like $27. And if you look on the marketplace, you can find some for around $25. But this one popped up and was ready to go. So I purchased it. It cost me 631.31 Go Mining tokens. But I felt like it was a better investment than just locking the Go Mining tokens, which is what I had planned to do. So I purchased another miner, which brought my hash rate up from 15.26 to 26.49. Well, actually brought it up to 26.26. Then for the rest of the week, I invested my earnings back into TH. So I'm currently at 26.49 TH. So I do now have some more Go Mining token held. And the reason why I purchased it is because I wanted to increase my maintenance discount. My maintenance discount, which was at like 5 last week, and I wanted to increase it. The more you hold in Go Mining token, the more discount you get. And so now I'm up to like 23% total, which really decreased my maintenance fees. I went from like 0.97 Go Mining token for my 15 TH1 to like 0.7 something. So it really helped save some money. And I also locked 260 of that Go Mining token. And when you lock the token for 4 years, you get like a 30% APR. So I'm getting like 1.5 Go Mining tokens a week now. Now, the reason why I was going to lock all of this token is because it was going to pay for all my maintenance fees every week. So it's going to lock this token, get the interest that was going to pay my maintenance fees so I could take all of my earnings and reinvest it. But I got this really good deal on a miner, so I didn't do that. So currently, so last week, my return on investment was negative 11.2%, and my net profit my net loss was a negative $46.54. But because I now have these 2 miners, I also calculated out my total miner value. So it went from $356 to $630.90. And that changes week to week. Actually, it went up this week because all of the miners that I found on the marketplace to sell were more expensive than when I bought it. And so I actually, if I sold my miner now that I bought last week, I would make a pretty good profit on it. I'm not going to, I'm going to keep it, but I could currently. And obviously down the line, that could change. You know, Go Mining could go out of business and I would have nothing, but also Bitcoin could crash and I'd have nothing. So I'm including it currently in my net profit and losses. Because it is an asset that I had, and I explained this last week too. So currently with that, holding it, my miner value has gone up. I did make some money in my bounty rewards this week. I got like 27, 28 Go Mining tokens. So that got added to my Go Mining hold. I did spend 2 gold mining tokens boosting miner wars, but I'll get into that later. And I earned a little bit of BTC because my bonus miner is still active. I'm not including that in my hash rate because I don't actually own that. It's going to go away, but it's making me a minimal amount of BTC right now. So it went up a minimum, hardly anything, maybe a buck or two. But still, that is a huge improvement from last week. And assuming my miner value goes up again, or at least stays the same, I'm going to get bounty rewards again this week. I've been working on the things to earn that, my Twitter score, and the Reddit bounty happened again this week. And so I got the points for that. So I'll probably earn another 20 to 25 GMT next week as well, which will put me well ahead of my net profit and loss. This does not include anything I may earn. So that's pretty good. I have gone up 11.23 TH this week. My entire portfolio has grown about $520.40. And I've gone up about 56% in my BTC. And that is because I just kept what I had. The week before, I had converted some of my BTC to GMT so that I could pay in my maintenance fees. So actually, not all of my BTC is in my BTC balance because I converted some of it that I earned from my bounty reward from my bonus miner into GMT at some point. So that is my Gomining investment. I'm pretty happy with that. This is going to be a little different next week, and I'll tell you why. But let's go and look at what did my Bitcoin do. So I increased my Bitcoin holding to the same as what my investment into Gomining is. I'm going to continue that. So if I put more money into Gomining, then I'm going to have to buy some more Bitcoin, whatever the price is. Actually, I'd probably make a pretty good deal right now because Bitcoin has gone down. So I have I invested $909.56. I did get a bonus when I signed up for Kraken, and I will put my Kraken code down below because you too can get a $75 bonus. I'm also continuing to do the wheel so I can earn more money, but I haven't. That gives you some other types of crypto, and probably at the end of that, I will sell the other types of crypto and just invest in Bitcoin and add it to my total. But currently, I own 0.00901 Bitcoin. 0.00069 of that was from that bonus, that $75 bonus that purchased the Bitcoin. So that is included in that total there. So, but the total that I invested is $909.56. The current BTC price this morning when I looked it up was 110.291, but that has been fluctuating a lot. Now, if you had asked me at the beginning of the week when Bitcoin was like at 115, I would have been like, whoa, I was up like $200 in my Bitcoin. And I was like, wow, this is great if it keeps going up. But it didn't. It crashed. Actually, all of crypto crashed except for GMT did pretty good. So my total gain currently is $83.16. Again, 75 of that is from the bonus. But still, that's not bad, right? That's not bad. I'm still up with the bonus. I'm up 9.7%. I'm pretty happy with that as well. And you can kind of see how the Bitcoin price doesn't affect my Go mining quite as much right now as it does affect my holding in Bitcoin, right? If Bitcoin crashes to 75,000 or something, like I'm going to lose half that money. I'm going to be way in the negative. Whereas my Go mining currently is most of my assets are in my miners and in GMT, and GMT has remained fairly stable. So unless GMT crashes, that investment is going to stay pretty stable. So let's see. Let's match them up. What does it look like this week? So currently, total investment is the same. My current value for Bitcoin is $992.72. I have gained $83.16 in 1 week, and I have a return of investment of 9.14%, almost 10%. That's not bad. And that's with Bitcoin kind of crashing this week. My Go mining, I have invested $909.56 as well. My current value is $890.80. That includes if I sold my NFTs as well. My net loss is only negative $18.76. That is a return of negative 2.06. It's not bad, honestly. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not going to complain because that's going to go up again. So again, if I make my uh, 20-ish Go mining tokens, that's like $11 or whatever, assuming everything stays stable, that puts me at almost zero. So maybe in 2 weeks I might be at, and that's going to keep going up, right? That most likely, unless GMT crashes or my NFTs are suddenly worthless, that's just going to keep going up and up and up. Whereas my Bitcoin really relies obviously on the price of Bitcoin. If Bitcoin explodes over the next week, Bitcoin's going to pull way ahead compared to Go mining. I mean, my Go mining Bitcoin will go up a little bit, but I'm really not, that's not what I'm focusing right now on my Go mining. I'm focusing on growing my TH and getting some of my reinvestment back. So what is my plan for this week? And as we know, I haven't really been sticking to my plans lately, but assuming this week goes as planned, I did join a Go mining wars clan yesterday. And so the difference between solo mining and Go mining wars is that uh, you only earn in minor wars, you only get your earnings once a week. And so I didn't get anything this morning, but I also it didn't cost me anything yet. So I will get all of that on Tuesday when they'll subtract my maintenance and earnings. And the way it kind of works, this is a very brief overview, and the difference, it's a little bit gambling. You're putting a little bit more risk in. So you battle with other clans to earn blocks. And so you, depending on the power of your clan is a bunch of people and their hash rates all together, and then that gives you a percentage, and then somebody wins the block based on that percentage. It's a chance, right? You could have a 60% chance of winning that block, and somebody with a 0.5% chance could win it. But each block is worth a certain amount of Bitcoin. And there are some multipliers, so you could get a block that's actually times 4, so that's actually 4 blocks. And then whatever you win is split in between all of the people in the clan based on their how much they're contributing in terms of TH. And so I don't really know how much I'm going to win. I've done some like minor calculations, and at this point, I'm a little behind. So unless my clan does really good over the next few days, I'm probably not going to make as much this week. But if I earn one personal block, so the other thing you can do if your clan wins the block, they split the rewards. But there's a chance for somebody in your clan will win a personal block. Somebody in the clan will definitely win it, but there's a chance you could win it too. My chance is pretty low because I don't have a very high TH level yet, but I could win a personal block. And if I do, that ups my earnings automatically. If I win one personal block, I more than double what my earnings would have been that week, which is awesome. But I may not win a block. But I've calculated out that if I win a block like every other week, I'm well ahead of what I would have earned solo mining anyway. Even if my clan doesn't do great at winning blocks, it will make up for it in a personal block. So if I don't win one this week, I hope I win one next week. But if I don't win one next week, then I'm falling a little behind in the mining wars. But I'm going to give this like a good month of trying. The other thing that has been really fun in mining wars so far is that your clan, it's a bunch of people, and there's a Discord that I joined, and it's just a good group of people. Shout out to my clan. They're really funny. They're fun to interact with. I'm not helping them that much right now because most of them have much higher TH than I do, but I'm trying. I'm probably not going to do a bunch of boosting this week. You can spend money to like boost your TH rate during each round. There's multiple rounds. So you're not just like fighting each day for one block, right? They're about every 10 minutes. They follow the blockchain. Some of them run them quite a bit longer. Some of them are really quick. But every round you can spend some Go mining tokens on these boosts. That's too much for right now because I'm not really doing that. So next week, I'll give you a little bit more in depth into how my very baby Go mining steps wars are going because it's it's a little bit gambling, but not 100%. I mean, there's definitely some math involved in which you can optimize what's happening, and that matters more for the bigger fish than it does for me. But the important thing is join a really good clan, have a lot of fun, and if you don't make quite as much money, you have to decide whether it's worth it or not. Some people are totally in this for the money, and I definitely want to make money, but also I'm earning most of my money right now from my bounty rewards. And so I feel like right now is a really good time to learn Minor Wars because you have the chance to make more money in Minor Wars than you do in solo mining, but you have to know what you're doing. So right now, I'm losing a little bit in my solo mining, but if I can kind of get close to break even, as long as I'm not like spending a ton on bonuses, I will make some money back. And then if I happen to hit a personal block, that's great. But if not, I won't be making as much money in solo mining for sure. But also, it's fun. I'm having fun right now. And so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, I get better at it. I learn more and I make more. I'll let you guys know next week. So, the other thing I'm going to do next week is I'm going to invest in some more TH. Tomorrow is the 1st of November. Every month, I'm going to invest in TH and then I will invest the equal amount in BTC so that they are equal. And so we'll see. If Bitcoin explodes, I will make more in my Bitcoin holding. If Bitcoin doesn't, kind of stays kind of that, my Go mining might catch up to that. And, years down the road, if Bitcoin doesn't perform as good as it has in the past, if it kind of mellows out in terms of the gains, I think Go mining is actually going to be a better investment because there are so many different things you can do in Go mining to earn and to mitigate the fluctuations in BTC in terms of like holding Go mining token, uh, bounty rewards, and all of that. So we will see. We will continue to analyze how this works. Do not forget to like and subscribe so that you can see my new update next Friday. Thanks, everybody. Bye.